we miss out on the sales tax. And of course, the movement is now that the cities and towns, we're going to try to push this through Congress and so forth, that the federal government start to collect the sales tax and then remit it back to us. It is estimated that that we're missing out, cities and towns, we're missing out on $27 million in sales tax per year, which is, so that's the number that they're actually tossing around. And that was actually, they had a breakout session on that, and it was very, very good. And the National League of Cities, there was a representative, they were there, and I said 23 million, and I was not incorrect. It's 23 billion. And the National League of Cities, and they represent everyone here in our state, they're pushing for this also. So that was kind of one of the main topics. Very briefly, the meeting started off, and he was, I'll say, pretty well received, and that was the governor. He started the breakfast meeting off, and he was actually, I think he was treated with much kindness. He gave kind of an overview of what happened and how things are coming along as far as the flood control and all those things, and our fires and so forth. Overall, it was very well attended. There was, like I say, 70 cities, and there's about 170 people that actually attended that. The day ended with the governor's cabinet. They were up in the front, and they all introduced themselves and actually what job they do. Called us up on some different things. A little bit of marijuana was discussed, and then they took questions and answers, and that concluded the day. And so it was actually a very successful, I think it was a very successful day. I always get a lot out of it. And I would add one thing, that when I do attend CML, I do that at my own expense. I don't expect the city to pay for it. I do get a small monthly paycheck. That helps cover that kind of expense. So, but I do not bill the city for any of my transportation or any accommodations or anything like that. So, but I just thought I would bring this up to you as to update you on what CML does, and I will be attending another all-day seminar next week. So I like to keep abreast of things, so thank you.
Thank you for the report. Anyone else on council have a report? Committee report? Charlotte?
On the marketing committee, I've spent a good portion of this week working on the budget to get it approved by the CTO, the Colorado Tourism Office. Made some headway today. We're waiting for an answer back to see if we can use part of that matching funds to become part of the creative industries. We should have an answer back on Friday. The budget did change from the committee meeting a little bit because of state regulations, but we should have a for sure budget as of the 20th of February.
Great. Anyone else? No reports? Okay. So we want to move on to the city attorney.
I can talk a little bit about this franchise extension agreement that was listed under the finance officer report. The cable franchise agreement is coming up for renewal at the end of March. It's with Charter, used to be Bresnan. Kind of snuck up on everybody, I think. We do need to renew it. We'll get an ordinance in front of you next time to get it extended. I don't think there's been any serious staff-to-staff discussions in regard to trying to renegotiate it if it indeed needs to be renegotiated. I'll be getting with Mike and with Dory on that before the next meeting, so you'll have something in front of you next time. I didn't have anything else to talk about. Mike, did you want to address that at all? Okay.
But this expires the 1st of March.
Was it March 1 or was it March 31?
March 1st.
Oh, March 1st.
We
Yeah.
should,
So we've got a,
March
We
1st.
got a limbo period.
got a little lapse there. That's, I think that's more charter's
Yeah.
issue than it is the city's issue.
Then basically, we're just gonna, have you take a look at that franchise and see if there's any changes that you want. I don't have any that I'm contemplating, but the council may, and maybe citizens might have something.
Just for our information, we in that contract, the city does get some financial reimbursement on that.
So you get a franchise.
Franchise fee.
You bet.
And so that, and we might want to consider that. How, and right now it is what, please?
5%.
5%?
And remember, Brian, we did renegotiate this last year with Brisbane, remember?
I do remember that.
And we got what we asked for, so
Right.
we'll make sure that that stays in the new agreement. We'll review what we have adopted and what they're proposing and make sure that those terms will
Some of these things have kind of fallen through the cracks, I believe, with when Charter bought out Bresnan. It's just one of those things that happens. I'll review the franchise agreement carefully to make sure that it contains the terms that we negotiated last time.
Good deal. Anything else?
No.
Okay. City manager's report?
My report today is really going to focus on executive sessions. The mayor and I attended Canyon City's council meeting last Monday after our executive session. And we were, and Councilman Edwards too, sorry, Mel. The three of us went there along with some other Florence citizens, went to watch what was going on over there. And one of the things that we saw, they have a separate recording device in another room, so when they go into executive session, their counsel leaves the room and goes to another room. That makes it nice for the audience. The audience can just stay where they are. The dilemma we have, we don't have a second recording device, so we can't necessarily do that, not without additional costs at this time. That's just not in the budget. But what I wanted to bounce off council is the concept that perhaps when we go into executive session, if any citizens wanted to stay, or if the media wanted to stay, we could invite everybody to go to the conference room next door and wait in there, and then bring them back in once we're done with executive session. That way we're not kicking people out of the room, well, we're still kicking them out, I guess, but we're giving them a place to go.
out in the cold.
Yeah, and we thought that, at least until we get a separate recording device, that would be a better measure than what we're doing. Maybe nobody will take us up on it, but I wanted to run that by council and see if council was open to that kind of a concept. And if there's too many, we could put them in the police training room too. So we could put them in one room or the other until we come up with something different.
I would agree to that.
I don't think it'd be hard probably for us to come up with another recording device that we could work meetings in there. I mean, we're using a dinosaur
Because
now.
we need to redo this one.
Yeah.
We need a new one.
This one's so old now. and
So get a new one and use this as the...
Yeah, because we really need a new one. And
Well, until we do
we
that,
probably could get one donated to us or something, I imagine.
okay, if we get one donated, that's all.
But I could find one, or one of us could find one, because that isn't really state-of-the-art as it is.
So if that's okay with council,
Yeah.
until we get something, then we can...
I think it's a great idea, because it was nice that the media was there they had questions afterwards, didn't have to go in a private atmosphere later or stand in the cold. Spouses, when we're on executive, don't have to leave, or friends, or even the community might have questions of us afterwards, so I support it 100%.
I think it makes a better process
Yeah.
for the people, particularly if we get to that point where we have a second recording device, and we can just get up and leave the room, make it easier on the public. They can
If they
just
could just
You know,
stay
relax
seated
and
there.
I'm surprised we didn't start this a long time ago.
Yeah,
That was-
should, and we'll find a recording device by next,
No, we can just use a digital.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It isn't like it's nothing
Everybody's-
major.
We don't need to have microphone system in
Yeah,
place. We can
no,
just use a digital.
they don't, they just have a recording device in the middle of the table.
That's
So then...
That's all you need.
Okay, then we can go ahead and start taking our executive sessions in the conference
Right.
room, and the people can stay in here.
Right.
Mhm.
Do we need a vote on it?
No.
I don't think you need to vote, I think you just
No.
tell me if you hate the idea, that one. That's all I have.
That's it?
I forgot to do one thing. On Saturday, they handed out some caps, and anyways, anyone that would like to have one of these caps, please come up and get one. Of course,
Have a mob.
and Connect, they are big time involved in this as far as furnishing materials and so forth. And of course, this is the Habitat hat. So anyone that would like to have a hat, please, help yourself.
We won't get shot at. will we?
So you're going to, setting up.
Next thing on the agenda is bills.
Well, I'll make the motion to pay the bills.
Second.
First, second, roll call, please.
And then we have to make a request for,
We did.
is that what you said?
You can do that anytime. Baker,
Aye.
We'll do it after this.
Villagrana.
Aye.
Henninger.
Aye.
Edwards.
Aye.
Schultz-Ruth.
Aye.
Martinez.
Aye.
Mayor Orr.
Aye.
Okay, now, speaking of executive session,
Oh, we're gonna have one tonight?
we don't have a recording device, so we'll do that for the next one. Sorry.
Could they go in the back room?
We could do that, anybody wanted to, we could put them in there.
We're not gonna do that long.
It'll be a short one.
There's no coffee?
We're having one now?
Well, we have to have a motion on that one.
Yeah, you have to have the motion to have one first.
Yeah.
Did you state?
Okay, do
Oh,
we,
we better state the reason.
huh?
The reason is potential letter to the county commissioners
Regarding
regarding
the dispatch IGN.
the dispatch IG.
We need a motion to go into executive session.
I make a motion that we go into executive session to discuss the Kansas City Council letters to the county commissioners in regards to the dispatch center.
Second.
Okay, roll call.
Which one? Mel or Svetlana?
Still on.
That was Charlotte.
Oh, Charlotte.
Charlotte? Okay.
One of these nights, huh?
Villagrana.
Aye.
Henninger.
Aye.
Edwards.
Aye.
Schultz-Ruth.
Aye.
Martinez.
Aye.
Baker.
Aye.
Mayor Orr.
Aye.
7.
Okay, then, so anybody who wants to stay, we will open up the conference room for you. Next time you don't have to go, but if you want to stay, we'll open up the conference room.
When do you want to convene, Ben?
Let's say about
5 minutes.
5 minutes after. Huh? Yeah, 8:05. So we can get out of here. Someone can do it. Hopefully it'll go real quick.
You don't want one.
Have a hat.
He needs one, look at that.
He needs
Shiny head. That shiny head, he needed one.
Hi, Laura Porter with the Daily Record.
At the committee.
Mel Stanford.
Colorado.
Yeah,
And they are described in this article in the paper today
Oh,
as, in fact, I'll let you read it.
I
It actually as is a powerful, I've never had CML described as being powerful, although I guess we are, because actually they invite our attorneys to sit in on committees and so
Special
forth.
meetings, because he couldn't
Our one attorney, on the marijuana issue, and regulations and so forth, he played a very big role in that. So, and then they have an annual
I hear you. It doesn't make
conference
sense
this year, so recognition.
But they better be.
I've been quite
Are they
involved.
kid sizes?
Yeah, I think, what, no, kids, no,
I think you can adjust.
you can adjust it.
Oh, then it looks funny. It looks like I got this.
Hey, you want one of these better?
So,
the last Monday.
but, it's what it is, and they have a very large office.
I'm riding up a Susan, you can have the Hummer.
You need one for your fishing hat?
You're right.
With your hooks on it?
Of course.
Don't you want something
No,
to eat then?
yeah.
Right, and
Right,
it was
but-
last
but
time.
that's where we would put it, would be under this.
I don't.
The,
I have to ask you, what happened?
here, let me tell you a little more about CML. It is